Welcome back, sports fans, and welcome to another episode of Post Game Overtime. I'm Will, joined as always with Brandon Corbiel. Brandon, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling very good. We are coming off a big UFC 299 parlay hit
Buddy,
for the
that's
PGO parlay.
smash. Are you kidding me? A
Huge.
PGO parlay hit? Are
I
pigs
know,
flying?
right?
Did
That's
hell freeze
first
over?
one this year. First one this year.
That just means good luck and good karma is in the air.
Oh, you know it. You know it.
I've done some things, and now we up.
Yeah, exactly. And now we're back into some kind of football talk. NFL free agency has started. There's just so many different things have been happening. It's pretty wild right now. And then
right.
we won't talk about it today, probably in a week or so. But kind of looking back at the NHL trade deadline, which, as I predicted, kind of ended up being a pretty wild. So
yeah, man, dude, wild days, wild signings. Yeah, what a time to be alive. Real quickly, let's lose all of our street cred.
Okay.
What are your top 3 Macklemore songs?
Oh, I don't even know.
All right.
I don't even know if I can think of one off the top of my head.
Oh, fuck you. Yes, you can.
Oh, Thrift Shop. Yeah, that's the only one I can think of.
That's not in my top 3, to be fair.
That's the only one in my top 3 because it's the only one I know.
Man, I was at the gym today. I went on a little bit of a Macklemore kick.
Oh, did you?
Oh, man.
You're a unit, though, so you're an absolute stud.
Dude,
you know who else is a stud?
Who?
Mac Jones.
Mac Jones off to Saxonville, baby. Let's talk about it.
I mean, kind of figured it was
for a bag of
going to happen. Okay, so here's the thing. When we talked about this, actually, I think it was when we did our year review for 2023, and we were talking about like the draft coming up and how crazy it's going to be. I think we kind of know how the draft is looking like it's going to go. Like the top, at least I think the top, like, 4 or 5 picks now, just based on.
I think we do.
I think we do. I think so, though, because you look at Chicago, it was basically Caleb Williams, which was like the consensus number 1 pick, or a lot of people thought, oh, they might actually go off the board and take a receiver first, and they're just going to take Marvin Harrison Jr. But they've already tried. Well, I don't know if they're going to, but they've already tried to trade Justin Fields. That really didn't work. Like sounded like he was going to go to Atlanta, but now we know fucking big ass Kirko is going there. So
Big Kirko, they don't call him Big Kirko for nothing.
And then I sent it to you last night. They traded for Keenan Allen. So it's like, well, now you've already got Keenan Allen, DJ Moore. So they're not going to go draft a receiver. So they're probably going to take Caleb Williams unless they trade the pick. But then we know kind of 2 and 3 is going to be most likely, other quarterbacks. I'm assuming May will go to the Patriots. And then I forget the other guy's name off the top of my head, but he's going to go to the Patriots, and then the Cardinals probably are going to take Marvin Harrison Jr. because they just let their top receiver now go. Hollywood Brown signed with the Chiefs, so I don't know. I think we kind of know the way it's looking now.
Too.
I mean, when you look at it in terms, like, it's not huge. Like, Hollywood Brown's good, but when you look at what he's going to be able to do with Patrick Mahomes, like that's going to be huge for him. And
he's
for
worth
Mahomes
more. He's worth more on that team than anywhere else.
Yeah, 100%.
Not to diss the guys, because I love them, but I feel like it's a bit of a Hogan or Amendola situation. Like, those are 2 big Pats receivers, and then they left the Patriots. Amendola made his money. I don't think Hogan did much after it, but it's kind of like they were huge on the Patriots, and I think that's just because of what Tom Brady could do with them. But I don't think they had value outside of that. So if Hollywood Brown has a bit of value and then put him with Mahomes, you have yourself just a scary matchup.
Yeah.
Okay, did you hear Kenny Pickett?
I did. Yeah, I heard that was happening this morning
to the Eagles.
Yeah.
And we can't not talk about Big Russ.
Big Russ. The Broncos said, "Nah, you're done." And now he's
Pittsburgh. Let's steal.
Pittsburgh. Yeah, let's steal.
Pittsburgh Nation. Let's steal.
That's. I guess. I mean,
Pittsburgh Nation. Let's weld.
I think Russ has obviously taken a couple steps back, but like, he's obviously better than Kenny Pickett, because Kenny Pickett was just awful.
Okay, but he had Matt Canada.
Bad.
He had Matt Canada.
Who cares?
He never got a chance to play outside Matt Canada. Everyone hated him.
Kyler Murray freaking made shit work with Cliff Kingsbury of all people.
Don't you talk shit on Cliff.
Yeah, Cliff's kind of actually a stud.
He's goated, man. Don't you fucking
you know who's probably what I mean, you know
Urban
what team's
Meyer?
really in the dumps right now?
Who?
Like just in the shitter.
Who?
Is the New York Giants.
Yeah?
Well, yeah, I mean, for their best player, their franchise guy, Saquon, just dips. He's like, yeah, I'm just gonna go to your rival, the Eagles, and go play there with Jalen Hurts. He shaved off his goatee.
To be fair, they were wasting him.
Oh, 100%. 100% they were.
You know, so this is interesting. I wanted to talk to you about this. Have you ever noticed, like, the cream of the crop running back? Like, the average lifespan of a running back is what, 4 years?
I would say 6 or 7, depending on the guy, I guess.
Well, no, but I'm talking average though. Like if you look it up, I honestly think the average running back lifespan is 4 years.
Yeah.
Not lifespan, but career span. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, yeah, I get what you're saying.
Average NFL running back.
Like it's not long, and that's why
around 2.57 years.
Yeah, and that's why you see like running backs aren't getting those big long deals that they want, making a boatload of money because it's like they're the most at risk of getting injured.
So have you ever noticed?
Their career span's not as long for the average guy. That is.
So have you ever noticed? And this is going to piss people off because I think much like the receiver position, much like the receiver position, I would say, is every team, like the running back position is so competitive that for you, like, you need to be an amazing running back to even be in the league. Like no team has a bad running back, I would say.
Yeah.
But if you ever notice,
guys don't have a great one, they have like two good guys that they can use both of them.
Yeah. Everyone has a good to great running back.
Yeah.
But if you ever notice that the true top 0.0001% running backs never get a ring.
Yeah.
At least in modern day.
Yeah.
But like look at Saquon, look at Derrick Henry. McCaffrey got the closest.
On the Ravens. That's crazy too.
Yeah, that there's going to be no throwing game.
No. None.
Those dual run option
saying,
plays are going to go nasty though.
Yeah.
Does Lamar take it or does he give it to D. Henry? Like fuck.
Yeah.
Dude. It's going to be disgusting. But they never get the ring. Like look at someone and this is why I need to preface it with, if you are a starting running back, you are great. So this isn't me saying like this guy was a slouch, because he was. I'd put him in as a top running back in the league, but you got to be at such a competitive position. Like look at Sonny Michel.
Yeah.
I don't know if he goes down in the Hall of Fame.
He's not even in the league anymore.
You know, he retired. He had a 4-year career.
Yeah.
And I don't know, like, I think he was amazing. He was with the Patriots, but like, I wouldn't put him on that Saquon, Derrick Henry, Christian McCaffrey level.
Absolutely not.
He won 2 rings.
Yeah.
He won 2 rings.
That is true. That is true.
And
that is true.
Yeah. I had another running back in my mind.
It almost seems like you don't need, like, it's the teams that put their money elsewhere and just have a good running back seem to win when they're putting that money elsewhere.
Yeah, who is who's that running back for the Le'Veon Bell?
Oh yeah.
Top in the league for his year.
Yep.
Never got a ring, I don't think.
Yeah, no.
So I think I think the top teams, obviously if you are a running back in the league, you are amazing. You are among the best, and I think a good team makes a good running back look great.
Yeah.
Right? If you have a dominant pass game, by proxy, I think you'll end up getting a good run game, because if you have a good play action game, you're constant, like if you have a good play caller, I think you're constantly making that defense guess.
Yeah.
And that highlights the running back, highlights the quarterback, highlights everyone.
Yeah.
Rising tide lifts all the ships. But I'm curious to see both Henry and Le'Veon Bell. Oh, not fucking Le'Veon. Saquon Barkley almost feel like they're ring chasing a little bit, which I commend them for.
Yeah. I know. Well, yeah, if you're going to pick teams like the Ravens and Eagles are teams to go to if you're trying to do that.
Yeah, those are your contender teams. And could they be a missing link? Like, I don't know what they're getting paid. Here's something that's very interesting. Guess how much Russell is getting.
Derrick Henry's only getting like 16 or something.
Yeah. Guess how much Russell is getting paid.
Austin Eckler went to the Commanders, which was kind of a weird.
Fuck, dude, I didn't know that. Jeez,
yeah, it was kind of a weird decision. Yeah, dude, Russ, he's only getting like
1.2.
Really?
Do you know why he can afford to take 1.2?
Because of that fat deal from the Broncos.
He's still getting 31.5 from the Broncos for the next 2 years.
You think the Steelers gave him an office? I think Tom was like, "Hey man, here's your office."
Yeah, but
I'll text you if I want to talk to you. Yeah, I'll set up a meeting
with your agent.
Yeah.
I'm curious to see how that kind of works out, because I think I was saying to a buddy before he signed, I said any team is smart to get him if you want maybe you're in a transitional period, like maybe like almost. Yeah, I say Pittsburgh is the perfect landing spot for him, because he's either going to push this team to the finals.
Yeah, and I think they're going to make the playoffs. I think,
or they're going to finally tank enough to get a new QB.
Yeah,
but they weren't going to get a QB in this draft class, and they have a great defense.
They could there's a couple guys that are kind of in the mid to late area of the first round. So maybe, but again, like it's like, do you take another chance and you might end up with like another, Kenny Pickett thing, and at the same time, it's like, I mean, you kind of got to take everything with a grain of salt, but it's like, different stories from both sides. It's like, is Russell Wilson the guy you want, teaching your first round quarterback that you just drafted? Like, is that the guy you want to teach him? And it's like, well, I mean, you can make the argument yes, but you can also make the argument no, because there's just so many conflicting stories surrounding Russ that you don't really know. So it's but I think he's an upgrade from Kenny Pickett.
Definitely. And for that value, like you talk about, if you're playing Moneyball, talk about the value in that signing.
Yeah. Yeah, 1.3 for a guy that is definitely going to throw more touchdowns than Kenny Pickett did, and probably, I would assume, less interceptions. Like that's one kind of hard to predict, but like, yeah, it's
absolute value steal, I would say.
Yeah. 100%.
So do you know what Russell Wilson's going to drop in a press conference or like post game after a comeback win?
What?
He's going to look at the camera and he's going to go, "Steele got it."
Oh, fuck. Dude, he totally is.
Dude, he's 100%.
He's totally going to do that. Dude, the internet's going to break when that happens. Because, like, I mean, realistically, he's probably one of, like, the biggest memes in the league when it comes to players now. Oh, yeah. Like, after that whole... Not even just the Broncos country Let's Ride went up, but the video of him, like, doing it. And the lady telling him to say it, and then he does it, like, 6 or 7 times in a row there. Oh, man. I'd be mortified if a video of me came out like that.
I was gonna say, I don't blame him for that. I blame the Broncos social media team, because they sewered him.
Yeah,
like that. They did him so dirty by putting that out, because that's like, I have very little experience, but I've been in like some acting, some student commercials. I had a bit part in this amazing film that is coming out hopefully next year. I'm excited to talk about it on the podcast.
Yeah.
Hopefully I don't get left on the cutting room floor. We'll never know.
Yeah.
But what happens is you need certain inflections. So I had a line in this movie, and no one knows what it is. And maybe if the movie, if I because sometimes you get edited out, right? They realize your scene wasn't that important. I had one scene. That's all I had.
Yeah.
I wasn't a pivotal character in any way.
Mm-hmm.
But I had one scene where I was teasing the main character, and afterwards, when they're leaving, my line is, "Why do you hate white people?"
Okay.
Great line.
That's a memorable line.
Memorable line. That's why I hope I make the movie. So I'm on the silver screen yelling, "Why do you hate white people?" But I said that line probably 50 times. And at one point he cut it, the director, amazing director, cut it and went, okay, give me this line 20 times, 20 different ways.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sitting there like, why do you hate white people? Why do you hate white people? Why do you hate white people? Like,
trying to find the right tone, like to use it in the context of the scene.
Exactly. And that is how it's done. And so that's exactly what Russ was doing. He was sitting there going, Broncos country, let's ride. Broncos country, let's ride. Broncos country, let's ride. Broncos country, let's ride.
That one was hard. That one was the coolest one.
Broncos country, let's ride. You know what I mean? Like, you go through it 7 times. Now, if I was trying to look cool, I don't try and look cool. I do comedy. I think it would be hilarious if that clip
You're just
got
naturally
released.
cool.
Nah, buddy, don't bring it up. But I think we're very different people, me and Russell Wilson, obviously. But if that clip came out of me hanging out of a car and going, "Why do you hate white people? Why do you hate white people? Why do you hate white people?" Here's that one. Oh, why do you hate white people? And he's going back, going, now try emphasis on the hate. Why do you hate white people? Okay, now emphasis on the white. Why do you hate white people? Like, if the clip of me came out doing that, I would go to him and go, man, you did me dirty. You're supposed to take the best clip, you put it in the movie, and you make me look good. Russell Wilson does that 6 times. They take the best one, put it on the Jumbotron, and everyone goes, look at that, he's so cool. But for them to put out the raw, unedited footage of him in front of a green screen, just ripping through the line 7 times, they sewered him.
They did.
It was his first shift on the ice, and they put him up against Matt Rempe. We'll talk about it next week. They sewered him. They didn't give him a chance.
It was.
So I'm hoping they just they play it cool. They don't do much media with him, and then he leads him to a comeback week 1. As he's jogging off the field, looks at the camera and goes, "Steele got it, baby," and then fucking let the media roar. But yeah, that's my thing.
You're not wrong. No, like, that's the thing though. Is like you're not wrong. Like,
they sewered him.
He
didn't do anything wrong. He did what he's supposed to do.
Yeah, he did exactly what was asked of him, and they're like, "Watch, we're gonna do to you now."
Yeah. That's the thing.
And he can never shake that now though. Like that's. I see it pop up probably like once every 2 weeks. And I always watch it. I'm like, man, this is such a train wreck. But like, it's like when you're driving past a car accident, you're like, I don't want to watch, but like I have to. And it's just every time I see it because it's.
He won what? I'm pretty sure he won league MVP once. He took his team to back-to-back Super Bowls. Won one of them, was probably gonna win the other one.
Through probably one of the most memorable interceptions of all time.
No, I'm only highlighting the good here.
Oh, okay. My bad.
Came into Seattle. Hot young rookie. Did he win Rookie of the Year? Like, he won some awards. Took him to 2 Super Bowls. Has a ring. How many quarterbacks can say they have a ring?
He also won a Walter Payton Man of the Year, didn't he?
Yeah, won a Walter Payton Man of the Year.
Good dude.
Good dude, and he will forever go down as Broncos country. Let's ride.
You will though. That's a thing.
They fucked him.
Hey, but they're still paying him to not play there, so I think he came out ahead a little bit.
Yeah, not just paying him $31.5 million.
For how many years is that?
2 years.
2 years, yeah, damn.
No, it's 2 years of 31.
Yeah.
Like, they owe him like 70 mil or something. And then I think how it works, to my understanding, is that gets subtracted forever how much the next team pays him.
Oh.
So I think they owed him like 32 point whatever, and because the Steelers are giving him 31 or 1.2, that drops it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy.
That's insane, man. That is insane.
That's great value for the Steelers, though. Like, that really is.
Oh yeah, the ultimate value pickup this year, and I will put that on a pedestal. All right.
Oh, it 100% is.
Like I said, we got a quick one today. We got about 10 minutes left here. I want to rip through. I'm going to do a rapid fire some trades here, and I just want you to say take it or leave it. Okay.
Okay.
Keenan Allen from the Chargers to the Bears.
What about it? Sorry, what am I doing?
Take it or leave it.
Take it.
Sam Howell from the Commanders to the Seahawks.
I mean, Seattle kind of does need a backup, so. What am I doing when I say take it?
Good trade, bad trade.
Oh, okay. Yeah, take it.
Okay, Desmond Ridder to the Cardinals for Rondale Moore.
Take it, yeah.
Yeah, Rondale you want Moore. Ridder?
Well, the thing is Rondale Moore, like, the only thing he's got is speed, but he kind of there's just not room for him on the Cardinals. Like, they've tried to use him in every position. It doesn't work because he is very undersized. And the Cardinals need a backup. Like, Clayton Tune didn't work last year. Desmond Ridder kind of plays similar to Kyler Murray, so he fits in that system. So
they should have never dealt Dobbs, man. They should have kept him.
Dude, Dobbs crumbled. I don't even know if he's with Minnesota. I think he's a free agent right now.
Buddy, big Kirko. Bills.
Big Kirko's on the Falcons now.
Ryan Bates. Bills. Ryan Bates to the Bears. Offensive tackle.
Yeah,
whoever you're bringing in, you're protecting him. I take that.
Yeah, you got to.
Okay, Mac Jones to the Jaguars for a bag of chips.
Take it, because, I mean, if they can even make Mac Jones look like somewhat of a decent quarterback, they could maybe trade him and actually get pieces back. Like, maybe there's a team at what happened with the Vikings at the deadline last year where Kirk Cousins goes down and they're like, oh, we need to go out and get a quarterback. And they got Josh Dobbs. But if Mac Jones is there and he looks like a serviceable quarterback, maybe the Jaguars could get a pick back for him or something.
Okay. Here's a big one. Joe Mixon to the Texans.
Dude, that one was crazy. I did not see that one coming.
No.
I mean, take it. I like it for the Texans. Like, the Texans are loading up. Like, they're going to go from one of the worst teams in the league. Like, they with the team they've got could win the Super Bowl next year. Like, it's crazy how quickly that franchise turned around.
Turn it around, man. Jerry Jeudy from the Broncos to the Browns.
Take it. Yeah. I mean, if they, like, the Browns committed their entire future for the next however long to Deshaun Watson, if bringing in another weapon can help him look like he was with the Texans, I think that's awesome for the Browns. And with the Broncos, I mean, they just have no direction.
Okay, now let's do some free agency signings.
All right.
Jimmy G signed a 1 year with the Rams.
Yeah, that's not even the biggest news with the Rams. Aaron Donald retired, which is crazy. But, hell of a career. So
hell of a career,
and it was time. Like, the Rams are obviously they're not going back and winning in the next couple years. So it's like, why, if he sticks around, he's just sticking around for the sake of playing. And at that point, when he's got a ring and he's can walk away healthy, like, why wouldn't you, right?
And he got his one.
Yeah, exactly.
Here's a big one. Did you see both Khalil Mack with the Chargers, I think, and Von Miller with the Bills restructured their contract?
Oh, I didn't see that.
To free up cap space.
Oh, okay. I like that. I like that. Those veteran guys kind of taking less money to help put a better team out. I mean, the Chargers are going to be awful.
Yeah. I think Von Miller's looking for another ring.
Yeah.
I don't know how impactful he was last year.
He got injured like halfway through the year. So,
he's old.
But he was good. He was playing good before the injury.
Fair. Okay. I'm trying to find some big ones. Josh Sweet, defensive end, signed a restructured contract with Philly, free up some cap space, I assume.
So that's good. That's good. That's huge for Philly. There's a lot of big running back signings. Like, Tony Pollard went to the Titans.
Here's something.
Obviously, the Saquon and Derrick Henry. Like, there's a lot.
Here's something interesting. Class act on Aaron Donald's part. Converted $13.8 million of his 2024 salary into a signing bonus, and he's cleared $9.25 million of salary space for the Rams.
Oh, that's actually huge. I did not know that. His little parting gift to them on his way out.
Here's something interesting, might be worth keeping an eye on. George Kittle converted 12.1 million, 12.2, 12.19 of his 2024 salary into a signing bonus, adding one void year and clearing 9.7 million of cap space with San Francisco.
Oh wow. So maybe San Fran's going to bring in something big.
Yeah, that's scary. But I don't like that he's voiding a year of the contract.
Yeah, that is a tough part of it. But like, it's also like you kind of got to go for it when you're paying Brock Purdy like minimum wage to get you to the Super Bowl. It's like you got to go all in now to try and win before you eventually got to pay him.
Here's something for you. Minnesota acquires 2024 first round pick from the Houston Texans, pick number 23, and a 7th round pick. Houston gets 2024 second round, 2024 6th round, and 2025 second round.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Yeah, it's an interesting one. I mean, they're going for, obviously they're going for the
what are they going for, Brandon?
What's the word? Quantity over quality.
Yeah, that Belichick method. And I guess if you have faith in your scout team, then why not, right?
Yeah, well, exactly right.
Bryce Hall, cornerback, signed a 1 year with Tampa Bay.
Okay.
Put a little defense around Big Baker and the boys.
Yeah, Baker signed a big deal to stick with
he got
the
paid,
Bucs
man.
as well.
Good. He deserved to get paid. Paid.
100%. Very, very well deserved from.
No.
What?
No. Wait.
Would something crazy happen? I don't know what you're referring to, but I bet it's massive.
I think I'm thinking of the wrong person. Am I? No. Devin White left the Buccaneers, signed with the Eagles. Oh, man, that is a hit. That is a huge signing on the part of the Eagles.
Yeah.
I can't believe this wasn't earlier in the episode.
Loading up.
They have been loading up. That is massive, though. That is mad because he's a leader. He's an impact player. Oh, man, that is huge. Signed a 1 year with Philly. That is huge.
You know who's also in a tough spot is the Chargers. I mean, Keenan Allen's gone. Yeah. Austin Eckler's gone. Like Justin Herbert's and Mike Williams is gone. Like that. Like who does Justin Herbert have to play with?
Buddy, nothing.
Like the Chargers must have something there. And I mean they've got a new great coach now. Like it's I'm just I don't like the direction of where the team is heading based on. And I get Keenan Allen's contract was massive and whatnot, but at the same time, like when you've got a guy like Justin Herbert, you've got to have, you got to give him something to work with. We can't be like a Patrick Mahomes and win a Super Bowl with guys who are dropping wide open passes all regular season long.
Joey Bosa agreed to restructure his contract with LA.
Now, like the Chargers, I'm assuming based on all these moves and whatnot, like they must have some money now to work with. But I'm like, where's it going? Like I'm still waiting to see them make a move.
Anthony Pittman signed with Washington.
Okay. Did you see with Kirk Cousins now with his new deal? Now he's gonna be like the second. He's gonna have made like the second most money all time by a quarterback.
Big Kirk.
But like he hasn't necessarily hasn't like won anything, but he's gonna be the second most paid quarterback all time. It's also funny, like someone broke it down. Every first interview he did, like when he started with Washington, and then Minnesota and then the Falcons now, it was always like, I want to retire here. So everywhere he goes, he's like, I want to play the rest of my career here. I want to retire here. I want to retire at the time of what Washington was, I want to retire a Viking. I want to retire a Falcon. But it's like, but he's locked in long term with Atlanta, and they did need a quarterback.
He's old though. All right, last one because I got to get out of here.
Calvin Ridley.
Where did he?
The Titans.
Okay, that's big. I was gonna say Joe Flacco to the Colts.
That's actually a big one too. That's a great solid backup to have behind Richardson. So the Titans signed Calvin Ridley, who's quite a bit older than AJ Brown, but they signed Ridley to almost this same identical contract that they were refusing to give AJ Brown. It was like a difference of like $7 million over the course of the whole 3 or 4 year deal.
Mm-hmm.
Which I was like AJ Brown is definitely the way better receiver. He's also quite a bit younger.
Yeah.
So it was an interesting move. But then someone pointed out like, oh, Calvin Ridley did it because when you looked at the odds for where Calvin Ridley was going to go, like the Titans were like plus like it was pretty insane odds for him to sign with the Titans. So, but
crazy,
he
man.
Can never beat those jokes, just like Russ can never beat the video that will forever be out there.
All right, give me one clown and then let's go.
One clown. I mean, my clown was Matt Rempe for his, the whole situation. I mean, like when you dodge a guy all night and then you ram your elbow into his teammate's head, and then once the linesmen are protecting you and you kind of taunt them and wave at them and stuff, it's like, come on, man. It's like, if you're not gonna answer the bell, don't go out there and injure a guy and give him a concussion and then be like, oh, the linesmen are protecting me now I can really showboat and taunt at him. Yeah. But the Rangers and Devils do play again.
Gonna be a bloodbath
later this season. So like obviously he's if he's in the lineup, he's gonna have to answer for what he did. Like the linesmen aren't gonna be there. Linesmen aren't gonna be there to protect them.
All right, so I got one. The Matt Rampy, you're a clown, but we love you though because you're a Calgary boy.
Yeah, he's still a stud.
Still a stud. All right, good kid. Good kid. My clown, less of a clown, more of just a Hall of Fame tweet. I think every week we're going to go over one Hall of Fame tweet.
All right.
This is a 2-part story. You know the one I'm starting with.
Yeah.
This is a 2-part story tweeted February 21st from AB. I done asked for head 5 times. I'm cheating.
Yeah.
Then replied to his own tweet on March 10th. She finally throated it. Hashtag we back.
Yeah.
Buddy.
His Twitter's been, oh, you forgot the hashtag at the end.
I said hashtag we back.
No, the other one. Or he not included on there.
He didn't include it on there, but since he started his hashtag CTESPN, he's been cooking. I think we'll probably feature an AB quote or an AB tweet every episode from here on out.
Yeah. Because he's just been ruthless on Twitter.
But he's lighting it up.
Like it's he's also rattled that apparently he was like the first one to break news or like leak stuff about a big signing or something in the NFL, and he didn't get credit for it. He was like having a temper tantrum about it.
Yeah.
Because he wasn't getting credit for being the first to break the news.
He's cooking more than Chef. All right.
Is he cooking more than Russ?
I'll do than Adam Scheffner.
What about Russ? Does Russ still cook?
Buddy, Russ cooks with fire, baby. Okay, one more. At Steffi Smalls tweeted at him, only man that can settle the debate. At AB84, tits or ass, and he responded with anal. At CTE or hashtag CTESPN.
3 minutes ago, he just put one out. Oh,
give it to me, then we gotta go.
You just have to look at it.
Do I just hop on X?
Yeah, 4 minutes ago, and it's about the whole allegation surrounding Dak Prescott.
All right, well, I'm on X, folks. Oh yeah, we didn't really talk about that, but our boy Press has some allegations. We're going to talk about that next week because I do got to run. While I'm looking up this tweet, ladies and gentlemen, this is brought to you always by W Energy, the jitter-free, crash-free energy blend that we know we love. Gives us the energy we need with the jitters and without the jitters and crash that we don't need. If you use any links in our bio, any of our bios, you click the link, the W link, you hop over to their website with our link so they know we sent you, and you use 3 simple letters. That is PGO. 3 simple letters, code PGO gets you 10% off your entire order. That's right, PGO gets you 10% off your entire W order. Hashtag drink W, hashtag we back. And you can find any of our links for our bios and all of our other social medias and any of those links on our link tree. But you can search us up, connect with us online at PGO Show on Instagram and TikTok, at PG Overtime on X, and at Postgame Overtime, Postgame one word, on YouTube. Folks, I am looking up this tweet as we speak. AB84. He tweeted out, drum roll, please.
You can't really say what's on the picture.
Fuck. Hashtag CTESPN. Folks, look it up for yourself. I will not reiterate that. Thank you so much for listening. We love you. We are going to talk more NFL, a bit of NHL, a lot of NHL, and some UFC because we got fight after fight coming up. Recapping, we hit the parlay. That's right. We're up. We're on. We love you. Have a good week.